ribbit. Oh, before I forget, I found a little ribbit because of that snap W. So Interlisp snap W. And there's only one page that pops up, but looks like there's a book called Visual Languages. And then you can see right here, just a little preview or whatever. No thanks, can that be bigger? Okay, that's better. It looks like this is using Interlisp. I mean, this looks like the menu is on the side of Interlisp. I'm not sure if icon world is something someone built or if it's built in. So it's like save menu, save icons. So it's pretty cool, I guess. Like Interlisp dgrapher. So yeah. And then dinfo. See if I can remember how to do the select graph maybe. I mean, some of these are really long to type. First, just right click in that menu. Sometimes I don't want to right click though. If I go to the top, am I at the top? Yeah. So in the last one, I was talking about a little, like one of these things had a bug, and it was real early on. I just found it a minute ago. It's like how to use this reference manual. So this one right here. Right here, if I start scrolling down this page, I can't scroll for some reason. Is it because of the way I called this thing? So let me close this. Maybe that's not a proper way. It looks like it closed my other window too. Live and learn, I guess. But so let me crawl dinfo like this. Yeah, so it kept me on the same page. Now I can scroll down. But as soon as I get down here, it pops up telling me something about going beyond the end of text. A setup sketch, I don't know what that is. So just hit Control D though. Inside here. And then everything works fine. I think you can even go like back. Go next or whatever. If I was to go back to that page. Oops, there it was. Then I guess if you leave that page and come back, it'll pop back up, but just hit Control D and you're fine. You can scroll down. Anyway, close that. I thought I found another way to call that, but I guess not. And then I had already done, in that 4-hour long video, I had done a ILDEHAX, load ILDEHAX, and that had some screensavers in it. But I found another one. I think it was called Idledemo. Maybe like ILD, yeah, Idledemo. So what's the load Idledemo? Fix that, and this one pops up a clock automatically. I don't know. I never got the clock thing. The old school Linux users and stuff and older love so much the clocks, I guess because it was animating or something. If I was to click question mark, does it show everything that just loaded because I wasn't paying attention? So it's showing me where it's at. Inet comms. And then Oh, you know, what I forgot to show was before that. If you type in idle functions, idle, is this maybe not a function, idle functions, this will show you the different idle screens that are loaded over here. So if I go to, where's my idle thing? Can't even see it. I must be tired. Choose display. And then here you can see like these are the ones that you're going to pick up right here. And if I choose them from over here, let's say there's a Pac-Man over here. Oh, and then I got to call idle. So now if I call idle, so I chose the one I wanted, then it'll start eating. And then if I move something, type something, then they go away. And then there's the Pac-Man one. I want to say, well, you have to know what it's calling, I guess. So this is actually something we could probably use find or ASOC on properly. So let me just try that. We can also pre-print it though, I guess. Idle functions. And see what these are. So Pac-Man. Let's say so Pac-Man idle might be the function to call right here. So if I try to call that Pac-Man idle, this starts it up in this particular window. And then together I hit Control E, although now my window's jacked. And then if I was to say Pac-Man idle and then create W, then I can draw a window that Pac-Man will start chopping on. It almost looked like that took a screenshot first and then did it. So I can't close this. Come over here, get Control E, and then close it. And then it was idle.functions, right? I think by default, if you were to do this, there's just two of them in there when you type that in there. And then right here is idle.random. So this might just be what chooses the idle.random. So if I say idle.random, rando, it's just going to pick a random one to choose from. And this is actually running. Oh, so maybe I have to Control E to get out of there. I guess maybe don't start clicking around. I don't know if it, let me try that again. If I fix this, or actually I could have just redo that before I did the fix, I guess. Oh, I fixed the wrong one. So redo, it's hard to read that. Is that 18 or 16? Looks like it's doing the same one. I don't know where my mouse cursor is. I'm just gonna hit Control E. And then redo again. There we go, got a different one this time. This one's staying inside this window that I'm in though. So I hit Control E to get out of these. I guess I had windows open. So just to come back over here and look at the list, I guess, choose display. There's life. I guess you can pick different sizes, but I'll just run it like, oops. idle. I couldn't find. I couldn't remember what I was looking for. Oh, never mind. I gotta run idle, don't I? So I'll just try that one too. But what do I have to call, I wonder? What was that thing called? Background? I wonder if that's another way to find this out. Background. Menu. So if I was to say menu, oops, I should change my read table, but whatever. Menu, background menu. And then if I was to come over here and choose idle, and then choose display. Oh, yeah, that didn't let me go as far as I wanted to, I guess. So idle.functions. And so then right here, I think this is something, looks like a proper list. So on an ASOC, is it just life? I think it was spelled like this. Life, idle.functions. And can I use like tests here? Key life, no, I can't. Oh, is that just gonna give me nil? If I fix that, go to the front with Control-L, and then type CL ASOC. And I could hit Control-X, but since that form's closed, it's going to run it. So I'm going to fix that. And then I want to test with string equal. And I can see what life. Just like, looks like it's using life idle. Fix that and then give it a question mark equal. Live idle, optional args, probably the numbers that we saw. And W, I wonder if that's a window. So if I was to say create window. And then life will run. Once again, I probably can't close that unless I come over here and hit Control E. And then now I can come over here and hit close. What was that snap W, right? No, it just gives me the screenshot thing. So I wonder if you can pick like the things you want to run that on. Close. So if I was to say fix 30 and then do a snap W maybe. Snap window. Snapu. Snappa. Snappa. And then let's say I want to run it right here where this thing is. And then move it right here. So I guess you could do it that way too. Control E over here. Close over here. No, I want to say like fix 28, I think. Because I want to know what was there like, well, before I do that, I'll just start another one up. Oh man. ASOC. Because earlier I saw some. I really hate how these windows do this. Let's move this over here. This one maybe. That's ASOC. But I don't think it can give you like arguments either. But I don't know if this will work either, because equal shouldn't idle functions. Like equal shouldn't pull up that versus a string, I guess. Can I just put a string in there, I guess? I don't know how this thing acts. Okay. So that would be another way, I guess, versus the common Lisp way. The convenient way about this one is I didn't have to turn it into a string, because string equal will compare a string to a, so if I was to say, like, I don't know if there's a string equal in here, but we'll try it for a common Lisp. String equal, I say compare toe to toe. Yes. Now the difference probably is in Interlisp, if I was to say toe, oops, toe lowercase. Oh, it does too, so it doesn't care either way. All right. Close this guy here. And then I don't know if I have anything else to go over. I wonder though, like another way, because I'm pulling that one out. You might be able to use like a map function. They have a map car in this thing. So if we were to map car the idle.functions, so that's not quoted. Then we can pull these guys out just to see the names. I guess you could do like a for loop or something too on these guys, to print them a different way, but I don't know. You can always just do this so many different ways. And all this stuff's just all kinds of stuff in here. There's this file over here. I think I showed it last time, but it kind of just goes over a lot of these things. What was that one that I was doing with the hread? Because that's how I found out about the background images. That's how I found out hread. Hread and readpress were the things that could read that. That's how I pulled up the moon in the last video. Although I haven't really been going into this. What I've been doing is just finding stuff like missile or something over here. And then I'll come over here and look and see if it's, I guess if like the new team's putting stuff in here, then there's probably going to be stuff in here that's not in this manual. But I would say all the old stuff's probably going to be, like when this was created, all this stuff was in here. At least those will be in here. Although it's getting easier now, well, a little bit better of figuring out how to access stuff. So even when I don't have that documentation, you can just pull up a function from a compiled thing, and I guess it disassembles it and turns it into a Lisp, and then you can play with it and stuff. Ribbit.